Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Y'all, we still here. We're about to get on up out of here, and we getting us a lot of love for those folks out there listening to us on social media. They digging the Beyonce song that we playing there, Joe. We see you listening to us. We appreciate you still here with us tonight. Of course, my sister SY, she's still jamming and enjoying music, and that's what we like to do, like play some music in our breaks. So thank you so much, everybody that's out there that's still listening to us. Ain't no hashtag on Marcus J. I'll get to my rant and my closing and blessed here in a minute, but I got my brother K-Dub that's still with us, and we want to, of course, thank him for being here for the duration of the show. We haven't had him here on Ain't No Hashtag on Marcus J in quite a while, and tonight we had him for the whole show, so we're happy about that. Brother, you still with us, man?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm still here, man.
All right, so we at the point of the show where we do our rants and we do our closings, and we're going to allow you to lead it off so we can get you the heck on up out of here, so we can get the heck on up out of here too. So you got anything you want to leave us with?
Hey, I don't get no theme music. I don't get no music in the background.
Hey, look, I'm gonna play a little bit of your boy. How about that?
Hey.
That good?
I'll take it. But, listen, man, I thought you was gonna play some Redman or Rick James.
Oh Lord, I can't do that, man. Cause they be cussing this shit.
You know what, man? I appreciate you asking me to come on the show. I appreciate you asking me to come on the show at any time. Usually I try to keep my endpoint kind of brief or what have you, but I thought about it today after you and I spoke. If in fact I had the opportunity to give a rant or what have you, what would I talk about? And I'm gonna just share something. This past Saturday, I went to the homegoing service of a friend of mine that I knew from grammar school, as well as high school, pretty much up until now, what have you. She moved to from Jersey City, moved to Wilmington, North Carolina, and maybe about 3 months ago, she and her husband moved to Atlanta, Georgia. We recently spoke, and then last week found out that she passed away due to a situation dealing with her being pregnant. And you know, I've had experiences with death in the past or what have you, but this past Saturday it really weighed heavy on my soul for a while. I was really down for a majority of the day, and I say all of that to just say, you know, the old cliche, you never know how long you're going to be here, give people their flowers while they're here, so on and so forth. But I just have to kind of piggyback on that and just say it even louder, man. You know, we never know what can happen to a friend, a family member, or anybody like that on a day-to-day basis, whether it's health, whether it's a accident, whether it's just something unforeseen, you know. And I just say to everybody that's listening, you know, appreciate those people that are around you, appreciate those people that are in your lives, and appreciate your family, because it sounds crazy, but you really never know. Me and that individual, we spoke just a week ago. We were talking about coconut oil, and a week before that, I was talking with her in regards to her transition to Atlanta, and then to hear very sad news, it really had me down for a majority of the day. So, you know, whether it's your parents, whether it's a family member, a friend that you haven't spoke to in a while, I'm of the mindset, and a number of people will say that this is me. Whenever I think about somebody, I shoot them a text or shoot them a call just to say what's up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be long. Just let them know that you're thinking about them, because you never want to be in that situation where you look at the person and they're in the box, or, you know, what have you, they're in the hospital, and you're sitting there wishing, I wish I would have said something. I wish I would have told them how I felt. You know, so just appreciate life. Understand that this thing called life is very short. There's no script to it, you know, and live life every day as if it would be your last. If you see somebody and you just want to give them a hug, give them a hug. You want to tell them that you love them, tell them that you love them, because the worst feeling in the world is to sit there and know that that person is not around anymore, and you beating yourself up because you never expressed how you feel about that person. So just want to say that to the family. Again, Mark, I appreciate everything you've done for me, bro. And to the listeners out there, hey, God willing, I'll talk to y'all next week.
You got it. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. My brother K Dub. Everybody, definitely glad to have this brother part of Legacy Internet Radio. Dub, you know how we do. Probably talk to you tomorrow or something.
Yes, sir. That's what it is, man. Y'all be safe up there, man.
All right, brother. Peace. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. I'm ready to continue on our ending of the show with our rants and our closings. Of course, I got to play a little music there because my sister SY is not here, but I definitely want to make sure that her presence is felt. Not like I didn't say her name enough in the whole damn show, but I definitely had to make sure I played her theme song, not because I wanted to, but because she asked me to. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. All right, Brandy, Blessed, my sister, you ready to kind of get into the end of the show so that we can get the hell on up out of here?
Yes, sir. I have a couple of things I'm going to get off my chest really quickly. I'm a very patient, I'm a very peaceful person in my opinion, but there's one thing that really plucks my nerves, which is stupid drivers. On the highway, there are 3 lanes: the slow lane, the middle lane, and the fast lane. If you are driving down the highway and someone is merging into traffic and there is no one to your left, you are to move over, or you don't even have to. But do not slow down. You're supposed to keep it moving. That plucks my nerves. You're not supposed to slow down on a highway to let somebody get into traffic. Maryland traffic is so horrible because of that fact that people just stop to let somebody get onto the highway. The next thing, the 3rd lane is not for riding. I think they should just do away with cruise control during the day. It should be against the law to cruise control during the day, and you should not be in the 3rd lane. If you see a line of people behind you, you should be getting over to the right to let the people pass. Don't slow down because they're plucking your nerves, because they're riding your tail. You are in the wrong. You are the one that's breaking the law. There are signs that say slower traffic, move to the right. That's what you should do. And I also say this because I ride my motorcycle. I ride motorcycle on the highway. And there are those people that hold up traffic in the fast lane, making me have to either brake, which is more dangerous on a motorcycle where you don't have anything to protect you other than the jacket that you're wearing, which may not even guarantee that you're going to live, in the helmet that you have on. So I have to go around to the 2nd lane, maybe to the 1st lane, because there's usually absolutely no one in the 1st lane. To go around, to get back to the 3rd lane, to do what I was supposed to be doing in the first place, which was passing the traffic in the right lanes. People, please go and take driving classes if you don't know if what you're doing is wrong, because I know there are a lot of people that don't know, or they maybe haven't forgotten. I don't know what Virginia's rules are on how often you're supposed to take driving courses or go back and get your license renewed, but do not ride in the left lane, especially if you see somebody is on your tail. It's usually because they're trying to get past you. You need to move over. If someone flashes lights in your rearview mirror, you are to get over because they are trying to pass. It's just that simple. All right, last thing. Mental illness is for real. Every day I go into work, I'm glad I'm alive. I'm glad I made it to work. I didn't have to hurt anybody on my way to work. And I get into work and there's a person there that I speak every morning. Good morning. Sometimes she hears me, sometimes she doesn't. Sometimes maybe she does hear me, she just doesn't want to speak. That's not going to change my attitude. And you can't allow the actions of other people to affect your attitude. And she doesn't. Every day I say good morning. If she doesn't say good morning, just sit down at my desk, I do my job, and I go home at the end of the day. A lot of people, those type of things affect them, and I'm only speaking on it because I know there are people that things like that affect. Don't let it bother you. You do what you have to do to complete your day, to make yourself happy. If they don't speak, that's their problem. In the end of everything, when you get to whoever made you, your creator, God, whenever you get there, all you can do is answer for what you've done in your life. You cannot answer for anyone else. And with that, I'm out.
Blessed is out. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J. Couple of quick hits. I've got SY. She is saying thank you to you, Brandy Blessed. She's missing on me as well. She says she'll See you soon. She says thank you to everybody for listening. Loves it when they are here. If you're not here, then we wouldn't be talking. She's saying her quote, thank you so much. Next week it's going to be hot because she's going to have fun, so you can start and get your friends and your family ready to listen next week when she's back in studio. She's also giving a shout out to K-Dub. And Joy is agreeing with her sentiments on K-Dub. She's saying that your words, bruh, were good words, and I agree. You always bring it, and I'm glad to have had you. So special thanks to my brother K-Dub for being here. Special thanks to Michelle K, SY, Joy, my brother Said, what up, bruh, Sexy C, SY's mama, and my brother Hakeem, who was listening tonight. Everybody in social media, we had the lights on all over the country. We had some folks in the Texas, West Texas area. We had some in Phoenix, Atlanta. We had some Indianapolis. We had some in the North Carolina area, D.C., as well as in Jersey City. We saw the lights on in all of those areas. So tell a friend if you like what you hear here on Legacy Internet Radio. Definitely make sure that you tell some folks. Help us grow. Ain't no ass stab on Marcus J every single Monday night and live in radio on Tuesdays. The Green Room version 2.0 with Jay Grizzy and Alyssa P. Iron Horse Radio on Thursdays. Clutch, the sports show for you on Fridays. On Saturdays, music all day. Did they just play that? As well as a Bob Marley and the Family Music Mix. We got a new show, a new music show that's going to be starting in April. More information on that forthcoming. And Deep House Sessions with DJ Renee Melendez every single Saturday from 7 to 9. Full slate, 6 days a week. Legacy Internet Radio is the place to be for the best in internet radio talk as well as music. Socially conscious talk that's entertaining with a dash of humor. Top sports stories of the week and music and comedy. Stay with us week after week. Continuing our 1 year anniversary live from the Dan Legacy Internet Radio. So it's time for me to say my words, my rant, and get us the hell on up out of here. And so I am going to do that. And my first thing I'm going to do is just ask y'all is it me? Am I tripping, or is it y'all that's tripping? There's a lot that's going on in the world today, and I can't possibly address everything, but I just want to kind of touch on one thing that's really got me kind of fired up a little bit. This damn missing plane, y'all. We talked about it last week, and we talked about it the week before. I made a point of not really bringing it up because I knew that there was going to be a lot that we needed to get to tonight. So I figured I'd save my final comments on this missing plane for my rant tonight. First, my heart goes out to the families of those who were lost during this whole thing. Today, they announced that the plane was likely lost at sea. A plane crashed in the southern Indian Ocean far off the coast of Australia. Now, let's take a look at what we think are the facts for a minute. The last known communication between the airlines and home base, the plane was heading in the opposite direction, due north en route to China. Allegedly, inside the plane, someone turned off the communications and tracking systems. There were two systems that had to be turned off for them to completely lose track of this plane. Now, since the plane went missing on March 8th, it has gone due north, then due west, and now has been allegedly declared lost due south. Now, who that's listening to me right now believes all this? If so, I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. Come on, y'all. Really? Y'all really believe the propaganda they trying to sell y'all with this? Let's analyze what we know first. Every plane is equipped with a black box that transmits for 30 days and is explosion proof, right? We know that, right? Or at least we accept that's what they tell us, or they've been telling us for as long as I can remember. So if we know that, then why can't they find this damn plane? And why did we accept satellite images of it going west, but now we accept that the plane went south, but neither area has any transmission from said black boxes? After 9/11, why aren't all planes equipped with GPS that can have them tracked regardless of what actually goes on the plane? For the last 2 weeks, the whole world has been captivated by this imminent tragedy of this doomed airliner, while the Russians are in the process of reestablishing the Soviet Union. They done marched into Ukraine and snatched up Crimea, convinced the folks it's in their best interest, and they are laughing at us in America and the rest of the world while they do it. Why? Because they can. But we so wrapped up in the drama and the scandal of this missing plane, we ain't paying attention to our former greatest enemy, Russia, making a power move and a country that holds most of our debt, China, as their greatest ally. But that's what we do here in our beloved United States of America. We allow ourselves to be fooled by a bait and switch and propaganda while we focus on singular issues that don't affect us, like missing planes, while issues like worldwide power shifts happen right under our noses. Now, I mean no disrespect when I say that, and I feel for the families affected, but the reality is 239 families will be affected by the missing plane, most of which ain't even from our country, while a power shift for a cold world country allied with our greatest debtor is potentially going to affect us forever, especially if we decide to engage them with military action as we normally do when folks disobey our mighty United States government. I will gladly don the moniker of conspiracy theorist because I refuse to stand idly by like sheep when I see something that don't make no damn sense. And I'm hoping our listeners going to follow suit and do the knowledge for themselves and demand the truth. And if they don't get it, seek it and analyze it for themselves. What seems real oftentimes is merely smoke and mirrors and bullshit. That's the Murr. Marcus's unrelated rant that ain't got nothing to do with what we ain't here talking about tonight. It's the end of the show. Thank you, everybody, for being down with us tonight. I want to remind everybody that independence is key to building your legacy. I also want to say peace to all the stars and all of the squares. The abundance of water.
The fool is thirsty.
You know, you're the only one in the whole crew that gets away with that. Those are the words of Bob Marley, who you hear singing in the background. Ain't no half stepping with Marcus J, y'all. The flagship show, Legacy Internet Radio. We will be back here next week. Peace.